I heard an atheist say one time, he was an atheist comedian, he was actually defending Christians because at one of his shows, a man came up to him at the end of the show and he gave him a Bible and he said, "Hey, I really enjoyed your comedy tonight. You do a great job. I just want to let you know that Jesus loves you." Something like that, gave him a Bible and left. And he says, "I'm probably not going to read the Bible and I'm not interested in his faith at all, but something marked me with this guy. He was so sincere, the sincerity in his eyes, and it was a genuine compliment. It wasn't flattery." How many know people can feel flattery, but they can also feel a genuine kindness? And then he went on to defend his evangelism tactic. He said, he's working through this. He's like, if you really believe that people are going to live and die and either spend eternity close to God or eternity separated from God, how much would you have to hate them to not tell them that Jesus loves them? He made an example. He said, if you're standing on a street corner and you see a bus coming down the road, and you see a guy, they're not paying attention, they go to step in the road, and then a bus is coming, how much would you have to hate them to just be like, "This is gonna be a bummer for them"? No, he said, anybody with a fraction of a heart will pull them back. You don't even have to really love them, it's just the right thing to do. And I just love that, because how many know as Christians, it's just the right thing to do. Necessity is laid upon us to preach the gospel. I heard an atheist say one time, he was an atheist.
No matter what you need, Jesus will take you by the hand and walk you up to the throne of grace and say, "Father, this person needs your help. They need to talk to you." This is why prayer should be the first thing on your agenda every day. Prayer is our first response, not our last resort. Why? Because the Son of God made a way. Prayer was purchased at a price. There was a soldier sitting outside the White House and he was crying. And a little boy saw him and he walked up to him and he said, "What's wrong?" And the soldier said, I came to see the president, but I can't get in." And the boy looked at him and said, "Yeah, it's hard to see the president, but come on." And he grabbed his hand. The soldier stood up and they walked past the guardhouse and nobody said anything to him. And they walked through the White House lawn and nobody stopped them. And they walked into the foyer of the White House. Nobody said anything. And they walked into the office up to President Lincoln, and the boy said, "Dad, this man would like to talk to you. Do you realize that no matter what you need, Jesus will take you by the hand and walk you up to the throne of grace and say, 'Father, this person needs your help. They need to talk to you.'" This is why prayer should be the first thing on your agenda every day. Prayer is our first response, not our last resort. Why? Because the Son of God made a way. Prayer was purchased at a price. There was a soldier